Good morning. Good morning. I hope I am audible right now. Good morning to you all. I hope I am audible right now. Swami Ram, very good morning. Very good morning. Good morning. I hope I am audible. Very good morning to one and all. I hope I'm audible right now. Very good morning. Hello everyone. This is Bedit from Pantech Learning, and I welcome you all for engage your learning experience with Pantech Learning anytime, anywhere, at any places. We are always supporting to the students in a technical way. What is our main vision? We are going to help 10 million students to learn the technical knowledge by the easy way. And I welcome you all this particular session. So I welcome you all these particular sessions. We are always supporting to the students. We are going to sharing the several knowledge to the students. So our aim is to reach the 10 million students to learn the technical knowledge by the easy way. And Swamiram, very good evening. Rakshan, very good evening. Kausalya, good morning. And Rakshan, good morning. And Swamiram, very good morning. Very good morning. So first of all, thanks for giving me this particular opportunity to share my knowledge related to the augmented reality and also the virtual reality. So thank you so much, Adhiparasakthi Engineering College of Engineering. So thank you so much. And thank you our principal, Dr. Raja, and HOD Daya, and Convener, Chairmadurai. Thank you so much. And coordinator, Priyanka, and Subashini. Thank you so much for giving me this particular opportunity, and thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. So without delay, I'm going to entering this particular session. We are going to exploring virtual reality world. Are you guys are ready to get into this particular session? Are you guys are ready? So if you guys are ready, means please mention in the chat box yes Philip, because I'm so excited to delivering my knowledge related to the AR and also the VR. If you guys are so much excited to listening this particular session in the sense, please mention in the chat box yes Philip. That is most important things to engaging this particular session. Why? Because of I believe in interaction. Without interaction, the session will be completely boring. So I don't want to make my session as a boring way. So please be interactive. If you guys are so much excited in the sense, please mention in the chat box yes Philip. Yeah, thank you so much, Sankita, Sharmi, and Rakshin, Jayanti. Thank you so much for giving me the reply. So first of all, I will like to share the several knowledge related to the artificial intelligence. Why? Because of this is a little more advanced for artificial intelligence technology. And try to understand one thing. We are living in the artificial intelligence world right now. The artificial intelligence world is most important right now. Why? Because of we are living in this particular technology. And with the help of mobile phone, we are using the artificial intelligence technology day by day. For an example, Google Pay and Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. So these are the applications is actually integrated with the AI. I hope you guys are knows about this. Why? Because of we are using this particular smartphone and we are using the artificial intelligence technology day by day with the help of the several AI integrated applications. For an example, Snapchat is one of the best example. Instagram is one of the best example. Netflix, Amazon Prime. These all are the applications. Is most important application for artificial intelligence integrated applications, right? So now the next technology. So we are talking about AR, VR technology right now. Maybe 15 years before we didn't talk about any technologies. We can't believe the digital transaction 15 years before. But now we are using the digital transaction with the help of the phone pay or GPay like that. Right now? So if you guys are agreed means please mention in the chat box yes Philip. Why? Because of 15 years before we are not ready to comfortable with the technology and we can't believe the digital transaction with the, for example, we are using the raw money to giving the payments. But now we are using the payments only the digital transaction. That is the technology evaluation. Understood? That is the technology evaluation. Because of we are living in this particular technology, the technology is not developed. It is going to be developing day by day. That is the most important thing. So you should understand first what we are using and what is the real application present scenario. Right? So that is the most important thing. Without knowing these kind of things, it is not possible to get into the AR VR. So we are thinking like that artificial intelligent technology is a booming technology in present scenario. Maybe 15 years after AR VR technology is a booming technology, of course. So what is the basement of this particular technology? Of course, the computer vision technology, that is a subset of the artificial intelligence technology as well. Without these kind of the knowledge, we can't entering into the AR and also the VR. Try to understand. Why? Because of we have to understand what is exact scenario. So we are using the technology day by day without knowing that particular technology in the sense, what is that exactly? Because of we are a computer science engineer, we are artificial intelligence engineer, we are easy engineer. Yeah, okay, fine. But without knowing any practical knowledge, without knowing any application related things, it is not possible to, talking about the technology. Try to understand. That is the most important thing. We are using the Instagram, but we don't know it is AI integrated applications. We are using the YouTube, but we don't know that is AI integrated applications. We are using the YouTube. We don't know we are using, that is AI integrated applications. We are using GPay day by day, but we don't know that is artificial intelligence integrated application, right? So this kind of application we are using day by day. So that is why I'm telling you, we are comfortable with the artificial intelligence technology day by day. So that is why I'm saying we have to understand what is exact scenario, what are the applications we are using, what is the behind technology is there, right? Yeah. So now I'm going to talking about this virtual world. Maybe you guys are had an experience related to PUBG, right? So I hope, you guys had an experience for playing that PUBG. So what is that exactly? So who all had an experience for PUBG game in the sense, please mention in the chat box that yes Philip. Please mention in the chat box yes Philip. So once you are a user for PUBG game in the sense, you are also that virtual reality user. Try to understand. You are also virtual reality user. If you are a user in this, please raise your hands in comment box right now. Please be interactive, guys. Please be interactive. So I don't want to make my session as a boring way. So please give your answer in a chat box. Please leave your comments in a chat box. That is the most important thing. If you are a user in a PUBG game in the sense, you are also user for virtual reality technologies. Okay, right. So most of the people giving the answer. Rakshin and Pushparishi and Bharat. Thank you for the good reply. Right? So first of all, what is virtual reality? So for example, you are going to entering the artificial world, virtual world. That is called virtual reality. That means we can experience for the artificial visuals. That is nothing but the virtual reality. That is the basic understanding. For an example, I'm sitting here, but I'm talking to the medium in YouTube, and it is called the streaming, right? You are watching me in a virtual, right? You are watching me in a virtual, but reality is different. So what is the meaning of the virtual in the sense? You are watching me right now, you are listening me right now, because of it is called as streaming. So because of I'm going to using the medium that is the YouTube medium. So here I will delivering the content to you in the platform of virtual, right? In the platform of virtual, that is virtual. What is the reality? What is the reality? That means in a reality, present reality, we are going to entering the artificial virtual world in this, and that is virtual reality. Try to understand. So for an example, I can entering into the one of the biggest mountain. I can feel I'm going to entering the biggest mountain. It can be possible with the help of the virtual reality. Okay, so the virtual reality is nothing but simulated 3D environment that can be enabled to user to explore and integrate with the virtual surrounding. That is the most important thing. For example, I will tell you one thing. The virtual environmental or virtual reality is nothing but the 3D environmental that enables the users to explore and interact with the virtual reality. That is the most important thing. Okay, so we can some kind of the imagination we have that we can make it with the help of the virtual reality. For an example, I want to enter into one biggest forest. Okay, that is the imagination. For that particular imagination, you can make it as a visual with the help of the virtual reality. So that is why I mentioned it here. The virtual reality is simulated to the 3D environmental that enable the users to explore and integrate with the virtual surrounding in a way to approximate reality. And the environment created with the computer software, of course, and the softwares and hardwares, this and all, it can be possible. For an example, we are wearing one particular HoloLens. It can be possible to realizing, and we are going to entering that particular artificial virtual world. So one person is mentioned machines and also the object that can appear to be a real. Yeah, of course. That is Saumiram. Yeah, Swamiram. Yeah, of course, that is exactly. So that is virtual reality. That means with the help of the technology, you can realize and you can feel that artificial virtual world. That is nothing but the virtual reality. Try to understand. Without knowing this kind of the concept, you can't entering that virtual reality here. Okay, right. So you can see this. One guy is actually playing the game. This is nothing but virtual reality with the help of the HoloLens. So what is that exactly the picture will says to you? What is that exactly the picture will says to you? That means the particular person that entering that particular artificial virtual world. Try to understand. Understood? No? So if you understood means please give your heart in comment box right now. That is the most important things to interact this particular session, to continue this particular session as an energetic way. So that guy is going to be entering the artificial virtual world. It can be possible. So we can play the game, we can entering the game in a very adaptive way. We can feel it and we can move to that particular artificial virtual world. Of course, it can be possible. So that is nothing but the virtual reality. So now I have one question. Who all are that feels virtual reality? Just please mention in the chat box. If you feel in the sense, just if you had an experience in the sense, just place it in a comment box right now. Okay, right. Yeah, and you can see this, that baby, the girl is feeling the virtual world. So that is why the girl is reacting something based on this particular virtual world. Why? Because of she is entering that particular world. So that is why she reacted like this based on this particular virtual reactions. Try to understand. We are giving some virtual effect with the help of that particular hardware. We are integrated with the hardware and also the software. That software will giving us some virtual. Based on this particular virtual, this girl is going to be reacted. That is called the human will going to adapt with that particular technology. That means with the help of that particular technology only, we are going to entering that particular technology and we can feel it. For that only we are reacting. For that only that girl is reacting like that. Try to understand. So this is just for the example I'm saying here. So when we are using that in the sense, that means we can feel this kind of the experience like that. Of course. So that time only we are also getting the reactions like this based on this particular visuals. Understood? Yeah. So what is the types of virtual reality? Okay, you can understand one thing. We have nearly 5 different types, but I've splitted that augmented reality is one kind of the another technology. So for that, I don't want to adding the types, but here we having the non-immersive, semi-immersive, fully immersive, and collaborative. These all are the types we have in virtual reality world. The technology has come along that way to providing the realistic that engagement with the people, engagement with the users, and it will be help to giving the more business in right now, because of this is very booming technology in right scenario as well. Already we knows about the artificial intelligence technology, and we are using this particular technology, and we are comfortable with that particular technology. Now the Facebook is integrated with the meta world. That is also called the little bit advance of AR and also the VR. What is that exactly? In the sense, you can feel it directly. You can feel it directly to me. For an example, you can feel that particular virtual environmental with the help of some actions. So for an example, your friend is in living in foreign, and you can speak with them with the help of the metaverse. You can sit. We have long distance, but with the help of this particular technology, we can make the conversation in very near. So that time we can't feel that they are there, that is actually too much distance is there. Yeah, nothing is there. We can we can interact with them in a very near way, in a very easier way as well, with the help of the metaverse, right? Yeah. So now I'm going to explaining one by one types. For an example, non-immersive. Maybe you people are playing the game, right? So, but we can't feel that particular environmental. Okay, we can't feel that particular environmental. That is called the non-immersive. For an example, we are playing the game. Okay, you are playing the game, that war game, fighting games, whatever it is. But you can interact with the computer, but you can't feel it. You can giving the actions. That is called non-immersive. That means we can interact, okay? We can interact with some actions, but you can't giving the action directly. That is called non-immersive. What is the fully immersive? So, okay, so non-immersive and fully immersive is the most important thing. So fully immersive in the sense, you can giving the actions to that particular virtual world. For an example, the PUBG game is one of the best example. Why? Because of you are going to be entering that particular character. You are going to be entering that particular character, and you can play, and you can interact. You can fight with other visuals, and we can collaborate with multiple users. We can collaborate with multiple users. That is the most important thing. Okay, we can feel it. That is called fully immersive. But non-immersive, we can't feel it. We can give the some actions based on this your that hardwares. Okay, right. And what about semi-immersive? Semi-immersive in the sense non-immersive and also the fully immersive. That is two different things is integrated. So that is called the semi-immersive. And what about collaborative? So collaborative in the sense you can giving the actions to this particular environmental. For an example, you can touch, you can feel, and you can giving the actions based on the some hardwares. So based on your finger movement, you can giving the actions. Based on the finger movement, based on the actions, based on your body actions, we can interact with that particular virtual world. That is the most important thing right now. It can be possible with the help of the collaborative. Okay, collaborative. So this is the types of virtual reality. Alright. So now, what are the VR components? So that is the most important thing. It is available. This particular components is available in online platform e-commerce websites. But try to understand one thing. If you are going to getting much expensive in this, that will be good product. I thought we can get it easily, nearly between the 1,000 or 2,000 something. So what is the purpose of this particular hardware? Without hardware, we can't feel it. Without hardware, we can't feel it. So that is the most important thing. So here, who want to get this particular product? Please raise your hands. Who want to get this particular product? Who want to feel that particular experience in this sense? Please raise your hands in comment box right now. That is the most important things to interact with me. Yeah. So here that virtual components, the virtual reality hardware is used to produce the the manipulative VR user sensors. Because of it, not only in this particular hardwares, based on the actions the sensor will also react. Because of this particular hardware is actually integrated with the sensors. This can be own on the body based on the actions. Okay, that will be giving the some of the actions to the virtual reality. So that is why I mentioned it here. This can be own on the body. Okay, this can be on the body and is used to separately away from the user, but VR hardware uses sensors to the track motions. Based on the action, it can be react. For an example, the users pressing the button and controlling the movement, such as the hands, head, and also the eyes blinking. That it can be possible with the help of these particular hardware. Why? Because of that is integrated with the sensors. Try to understand. That is integrated with the sensors. So without components, we can't feel it. Without components, we can't entering that particular virtual reality world. That is the most important thing. Okay, right. So you can understand one thing, the virtual reality hardware and also the software will help to generate to creating the the 3D images and also the videos. This output is actually based on the cast to the lens to mounted with the this classes, that is called VR classes or headset, something you can feel it. You can mention it. Actually that the headset is strapped onto the head over the eye. Then only we can feel it. So already we knows that particular components as well. We knows the components as well. When you are going to wearing that particular component, then only you can feel it easily. So the headset is strapped onto the users the head over the eye, such that the users are visually immersed into that particular content they are viewing. So that is the possible things. It can be possible. Why? Because of the VR hardware and also the software will help to generate and creating the 3D images and also the videos. That it can be possible. The output will be based on, you can feel it with the help of the HoloLens. Okay, so you can see the examples. When they are wearing this one, they can feel it like this. They can feel it like this with the help of this particular headsets. So that is called it as VR glasses. Okay, right. And you can feel this. So for an example, understood the sense of the touch and also the feel in virtual reality. So we have the cloud. So we have the headset, VR glasses. With the help of that particular classes only, we can visualize and we can feel it. And try to understand the user using the VR cloud. Okay, cloud in the sense we are going to wearing this particular cloud, that is the hand motion actions to integrate with that virtual world. So that will be help to giving the motions. So for an example, a user using the VR cloud, and that is actually the hand avatar to browse through and integrated with the VR contents. Of course, when you are going to touch anything, it can be possible. When you are going to move anything, it can be possible with the help of the cloud. So the cloud transmits the motion from the hand. The cloud is actually transmit the motion from the cloud that is actually going to be computing and processing that will be reflect on the visual world. For example, I'm going to giving this some kind of the actions like this. Yeah, it can be reflect. I'm going to touch like this. It can be possible to reflect on that particular screen. Try to understand. I hope you guys are understanding very well about this. If you guys are really interested to watch this particular session in the sense, please give your like for this particular video and don't forget to give your heart in comment box right now. That is the most important things to listening and encouraging myself to continue this particular session. Okay. So if you guys are really like this particular session, please give your heart in comment box right now. And don't forget to hit the like button as well. Okay, right. So the user giving the some kind of the actions based on the hand motion, the VR cloud will help to reflect on the screen. That can be possible to imitate, and it will be reflect. So that is why I mentioned it here. The VR computing or processing unit, the system is reflect actions on the display. So that is called, we can feel with that particular environmental, and we can giving the action to that particular environmental with the help of this particular hardware. So what are the hardwares we needed? Of course, the cloud and also the hand, the cloud. The hand cloud will giving that some kind of the actions to the visuals. So we can manipulate, we can process. Okay, so it can be possible with the help of that particular hand cloud as well. Okay, right. So now, so you can see this some of the headsets for virtual reality and cardboard. This is actually much more easier. So this is the basic idea for virtual reality headset. It is actually easily available in different platforms. Okay, it is easily available in different platforms. So it can be actually the cardboard virtual reality headset. This is actually very less cost, very less cost, and you can fixing your mobile phone and just wearing like this. It can be feel it. It can be feel it, but it is not much. It is not much. And the Samsung company, they are giving that Gear VR, so that is integrated with the sensors. That is integrated with the sensors, and Google Cardboard VR headset with the controller, that is also available. Even Amazon also introducing the several products. Okay, right? So these you can see this one here. We have one lens. For the help of that particular lens only, we can feel it very easily, and you can use your mobile phone and you can feel it to get into this particular environmental very easily. When I want to wearing this particular headset, okay, just fix it to your eye, so you can feel it and you can entering this particular environmental in a very easier way. So that is where we can call it as the real world and also the artificial visual world. We can integrate, that is nothing but the virtual reality. And we can giving some actions to this particular world as well with the help of some kind of the components. Okay, right. And I will show one video to you. You can watch this because of it is that they created in Abu Dhabi. Okay, in Abu Dhabi. So that is actually much more interesting thing. I will give this video, just play it. You can just for the refreshment because of past things. Yeah. So I have explained a lot. So some kind of the refreshment. So I'm going to play this particular video, and I can use this.
In which ChatGPT and AI will change the way you
just
use
a minute. Yeah. Actually, they are inventing this particular guided VR travel documentary. This is actually documentary for a virtual reality world, and they have invented, and you can see this one. This guy is going to be explaining what they invented in this particular virtual reality world.
History.
And you should watch this particular video. I will share it to this link as well to you. You can just must watch this particular video for getting some ideas about this particular Abu Dhabi. They invented this particular virtual world. And one more thing, for their history, they are creating that particular virtual reality world. Okay, so based on this, some kind of the rooms, you can see this one they created. So just for the ideas only, you can watch this particular video. Okay, that is most important thing. I will play it more. You can see this one. This is the title: 8K 3D 360 guided virtual reality travel documentary. So you can see this one. So they are entering this particular virtual world and they can feel it very easily. So they are actually created their history. this country
The
histories.
Louvre is unlike most museums around the world where it doesn't create
So you can watch if possible, just watch if you have a time. Okay, just for the refreshment only have taken these things. Okay, right? So now I'm going to entering the augmented reality. Guys, if you have any ideas about augmented reality in the sense, please give your answer in chat box right now. Otherwise, you can leave your comments in this particular the chat box. That is most important. Why? Because of me only talking to you, because of I'm talking in front of the laptop right now. Based on the comments only, I can reflect. So that is most important. So please be interactive. What is the meaning of AR? What is the purpose? What is the purpose? Any idea from you guys? Please reply. So I'm waiting for your comments actually. Yeah, I'm waiting for your comments and you guys are very interactive. Thank you so much. So please reply. Yeah, purple world. Yeah, of course it is AR. So what is that exactly? Do you have any idea about this? Please reply. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to show the examples one by one for the augmented reality. So, augmented reality is one of the types of virtual reality, but not exactly that virtual reality. So, try to understand one thing. For example, I want to fix one particular part in my table. That is my imagination. Maybe it will be looking good or not. I don't know exactly. Okay. So, when I'm going to using this particular augmented reality, I can fix the artificial graphics to the real world. I can fix and I can feel it, I can visualize it. That can be possible with the help of the augmented reality. I want to fix some part and some plans in my table. I want to fix it just for the imagination. For this particular imagination, you can creating and you can integrating this, the real world and also the some kind of the artificial graphics on your real world. That is called the augmented reality. So that is why I mentioned it here. The virtual simulations are overlaid on the real world environmental. That is nothing but the augmented reality. For an example, you guys are using this Snapchat, right? So multiple the graphics there. So maybe you people are having the experience on this Snapchat. So they are using the multiple graphical visualization and it can be overlaid on the real world. That is when you are going to taking this particular picture now, you want to fix the monkey in your shoulder. It can be possible because of some of the options will be there. Okay, some of the option will be there. Right, so that is the actually a little more interesting. Why? Because of why I am going to explaining this one in the sense because of you had an experience on that applications, right? So if you had an experience on this in the sense, please give your thumbs up in comment box right now. Please give your thumbs up in comment box right now. That is the most important thing. Okay, and for an example, furniture retailer that might be they providing one particular application that enable the user to point their phones at a room, and visualize, for example, what a new chair or table we can fix it in one particular room. That it can be possible. We can visualizing it. Okay. For an example, with the help of this particular application, with the help of that particular application, we can visualizing it that artificial chairs and also the artificial tables, we can fix it and we can visualize it. Okay, we can visualize it. Okay, so yeah, so this is the augmented reality exactly. So that is why I mentioned it here, that virtual simulations are overlaid on the real world environmental in order to enhance. Okay, right. So and why we need augmented reality? That is the most important thing. It is going to be easy to access. AR is actually another common and easy to access, the main objective to cover the digital information on the physical one. Okay, so for example, the furniture For example, IKEA, they invented one particular, IKEA company is one of the biggest furniture company. They invented one particular applications. So for that, actually, like the customer can be satisfied which kind of the product we can locate in our home. That we can visualize it. That is one kind of the strategy for marketing to like buying the products for them. That is a good idea to like visualizing. So with the help of that particular augmented reality only, it can be possible to make it that. Try to understand. So what about like another thing, remote operation? It helped to producing the remote operation. That will help to enhancing the like the better productivity and eliminating the actual workplace. Yeah, that is called the remote operations. And what about like the recommendation? They are enhancing the better like the decision making by providing suggestions and also the recommendations on like that search phrases. Yeah, of course. Yes. Yeah. So what are the AR applications we have? That is the most important thing. So I will show one by one. You should know about this. What is that exactly in this? Maybe you had an experience on this particular applications one by one. So here I have to giving the overview of AR and also the VR. That is the most important thing. So I will show the demonstration one by one for the each and every applications which we used. That is the most important thing. So first one, yeah, Google Lens. Google Lens is actually like one of the most like important applications for the augmented reality. Okay, so maybe you had an experience on this. You want to making some corrections, or you want to like making some highlighted things in the sense. We can make it with the help of like some kind of the like graphical visualizations. For example, square. So for example, in WhatsApp, you are taking one particular picture. And you want to highlight something, no? That is nothing but also kind of basic augmented reality. I want to highlight that particular content. In the sense with the help of the rectangle, you can make it. That rectangle is actually artificial. We are taking the picture that is a real world. So we are going to mingle with that particular artificial and also the graphics, real and also the graphics, physical one and also the graphics in the sense that it can be possible. So one of the example is actually Google Lens. Okay, right. The second one is actually like the IKEA workplace. So this is the application they invented. Okay, this is the application they invented. If you want to like buying one particular sofa, okay, in your home, we can locate where we can locate. Maybe you got a confusion on this. So by using that particular application, you can visualize it. Is this perfect or not? You can find it. After that, you can fix it. So with the help of that particular application, it can be possible to make it. For example, you can see this particular picture. So in that, there is no sofa. Okay, there is no sofa. This is actually like graphics visuals of sofa. So the IKEA having multiple brand and multiple designed sofa. Okay. So for this particular sofa, we can fix it. Is this the right place? We can find it. We can visualizing it. Okay. That is one of the biggest example and benefits as well to buying this particular products one by one. Understood? So this is actually much more interesting. If it is interesting in the sense, please give your heart in the comment box right now. That is the most important things to continue this particular session. Okay, if it is interesting in the sense, please give your heart in comment box right now. Yeah. So here that IKEA place, you can visualizing it, that particular furniture to your workplace or to your home space. And you can visualizing it. This is the best example. Now I will be moved to next thing. AR sneakers try on. So for an example, this is also like based on your leg, it is going to be like giving the demonstration. So we can integrate it with the physical one and also the graphics one. So that is also like little more interesting to buy your product for. Is it adaptable for your leg or not? So this is actually like much more interesting things, you know. Okay, much more interesting things. So these particular like the sneakers. So when you are going to use this particular like the camera as well as this particular graphics, you can fix it. Is this suitable for my leg or not? So before buying this one, you can confirm it. Yeah, is this suitable for me with the help of this particular augmented reality? We can try it. Yeah, we can try it very easily. So this particular AR sneakers to try on. Yeah, this is called. With the help of that particular application only, it can be possible to choose your product by using this particular technologies as well. Is it right? Yeah, is it very comfortable to buy this one? No? Somewhat is missing. Okay, somewhat is missing, but it will be hard to suitable for you or not to find it. To find it very easily. So for that, this is actually much more important and interesting things as well. Try to understand when you're going to sitting here, you can explore many things with the help of this particular single mobile phone. That is the idea. The technology will help to do it. That is why I'm saying we are not physically strong. We are more comfortable with the technology because of this. Understood? Because of this only, actually that we are very comfortable with this particular technology. When artificial came, no, so that time the people are very comfortable with the technology. They are sitting and ordering one particular that food. They are doing anything. They are watching the movie with the help of these particular things. So some kind of the things is happening because of the artificial intelligent technology. That is why we are sitting in a chair and looking like this. Right now? Yeah. So now, yes. And actually the virtual reality is used to create a new ways for people to see the world. Exactly. Thank you for superb answer. Yeah. That I will explaining here. Yeah, some virtual experience might cause us motion sickness and other physical discomforts. Of course. Yeah, I'm going to explain that one in the next slide. And they are having that invented one particular application. That is the one kind of the applications they invented. Okay, so with the help of these particular application, we can fix it. This is the right location for parking your car or not, for showcasing your car or not. Is this the right location or not? So they made it, and with the help of this particular pictures only, you can see this one. This is augmented reality, right? Yeah. Next. And you can see this one, the Snapchat lens. So you can adding some external visual to the physical one. So maybe you guys had an experience on this particular Snapchat lens studio to creating some external graphical to the physical one. Okay, right. So this is actually for that. This is one of the example for augmented reality, right? Yeah. Now the locational based AR application provide the suggestion nearby the facilities by using the mobiles. For example, you are using the Google Map, right? You are using the Google Map. So we are using majorly Google Map. So I will give the example for this augmented reality. When the traffic came, when the traffic came on that particular location in the sun, it is going to be giving that orange mark. That is the one kind of the augmented reality concepts. So for example, when you are going to use this, for this particular things, this AR application will help to recommend. You can see this. The ATM is there. The US bank is there, and also this it will be suggested. Yeah, it is a closed one, and US bank is there, and ATM is there. So it is going to be recommended based on this particular locations. So that is called locational based AR application to provide the suggestions near to the facilities for users, near to the facilities for the users' mobile phones. Yeah, of course, we are using that particular AR application in the sense it is going to be recommended once you are going to fixing that particular camera and opening that particular application. It is going to be giving this some recommendation to us. Yeah, of course. So this is the example for locational based AR application. Provide the suggestion near to the facilities on the user mobile phones. Right? Yeah. Now I'm going to entering the mixed reality. What is that exactly, that mixed reality? It is a types of virtual reality and which is blend with the physical and also the virtual world into the single basis to producing the environmental, where physical or digital objects is coexisting and interact with the virtual world. That is actually the mixed reality. So once you are going to entering that particular applications of this one, That means all over this. So virtual reality gives the training. For an example, the virtual reality make it possible to train the personal safety and efficiently and co-efficiently. Yeah, of course, cost efficiently. So such as like that firefighter, EMT, and police officer, soldier, surgeon, and other like that medical personals. Yeah, it can be possible because of that will be giving the training with the help of we are going to entering that particular virtual world. We can get the training with the help of the virtual actions. Understood? So with the help of like that entering that particular virtual world, we can get the training with the help of like that virtual actions. Okay, so that is the biggest things. And what about education? That we are offers the educational institution in a new methods for teaching and also the learning. So it can be provided to students with immediate insights and into the environmental that typically accessible or inaccessible. So while keeping them engaged in the learning process. For an example, before Corona, we are not expert in online platform. We are not ready to in online platform, right? Before Corona. After Corona, we are mostly depending on the online learning. So that is the technology changes and situation changes, right? Right, no? So for that only we are mostly depending on that particular like the things we are going to adapt to. Without this kind of the technology, it can't be possible to make it there. So several applications, several support is there to make it. Understood? So before Corona, we didn't get any experience in online platform. We are maybe the teachers or lecturers are showing some based on the projection they are delivering some kind of the contents. But now you are sitting in a laptop, you are otherwise you are using the mobile phone and watching the YouTube videos and learn something. That is the technology evaluations. We are depending on that. In the same way, this can be also possible in future. So we are offers. The VR is actually going to be offers a new methodology for teaching. It is available. They are ready to make it as a possible in future as well. And also the software, it can be possible to make it this particular session.
We'll make sure there's links later.
Okay, right. So what is that metaverse? That is actually based on the VR. The metaverse is actually that version of how the next generation of the internet will be operating. For an example, you can see this particular example. This will be more helpful. The metaverse will be improved the digital environmental, where it is possible to move seamlessly between the work, play, shopping, socializing, creativity in one digital landscape. So without any medium, it can be possible if it is a long distance, if it is other country, if they are living in abroad, if they are living in the different countries, it can be possible to interact with them very easily with the help of this particular metaverse in look like physically, sitting with them and talk with them, and you can access with the help of the physical as well. So that is why I mentioned it here, where it is possible to move seamlessly between the work, shopping, socializing, and creativity in one digital landscape.
What do we think?
So this is all about this particular AR, VR, workshop. So I hope you guys are really understanding about this particular concept. If you have any further queries, you can contact. Just a minute.
Transition path for them for a migration path for an easy
You
transition.
can and use this particular website. Visit our website. We're having the multiple technology. If you want to learn this in the sense, you can utilize this particular platform, www.pantechelearning.com. The company address is actually we are in Solingallo, Chairmadurai, Chennai. So this is all about today. If you have any queries, you can ask me in chat box right now.
If you want to, with the Material 3 style widget, you can replace it with navigation bar.
Any queries, guys?
And the existing widgets. We are quite there yet. We are almost 100% in February, and we have to make sure that we provide the path to migrate all the widgets.
Yeah, and I think Dart supports this pretty well. Like there's the deprecated tag, which I'm sure we'll be using.